I'm Don Brown, and I'm running for the United States Senate against Senator Thom Tillis. While I regret that I can't be with you today because of a previous family commitment, I want to wish my fellow Republicans in the 14th District a great convention. It's been said that North Carolina's Senate race may be the most expensive in history. And with our razor-thin majority in the Senate, we must hold this seat. Now, some well-meaning Republicans believe the best-funded candidate, our senior senator, is our safest bet. But I've visited Republicans in at least a dozen counties in the last few days, and the frustration with the senior senator from his own party is off the charts. Betting on the senior senator is like betting on the Titanic as it left Southampton. It is a dangerous game of Russian roulette with the odds stacked against us. Why the frustration? Well, frankly, because our senior senator has turned his back on President Trump, the President of the United States, and has done so repeatedly. In 2017, he voted, for example, to protect Robert Mueller, the kangaroo court prosecutor appointed to push the Russia hoax. In 2019, he opposed President Trump's emergency on the border and published an op-ed in the Washington Post against the president. He's fought Trump on tariffs, on border walls, and even pushed H-1B visas. He recently undermined Pete Hegseth's potential nomination as Secretary of Defense. Now, I stand in stark contrast to the senator. In 2018 and 2019, I worked with Pete Hegseth and the Trump White House to secure a pardon for Lieutenant Clint Lawrence, a paratrooper from the 82nd Airborne Division railroaded by Obama's suicidal and foolish rules of engagement. I led the investigation and wrote the book on the shoot-down of Extortion 17, the worst single loss in the Afghan war, and I exposed the failed policies that led to that shoot-down. In 2020, I fought election fraud with legal teams in 3 states. I stood shoulder to shoulder with patriot attorneys like Sidney Powell and North Carolina former Chief Justice Mark Martin and Kari Lake's attorney Kurt Olson. In 2021, when the senior senator attacked Trump supporters who were simply voicing their concerns on January the 6th, I instead defended J6 patriots, appearing before Judge Tanya Chutkan in Washington, the same judge later assigned to the prosecution of President Trump by Jack Smith. When Biden pushed unconstitutional vax mandates, I represented 78 plaintiffs in federal court, many of them nuclear engineers, and took that case all the way to the Fourth Circuit Court of Appeals in Richmond before the administration backed down. President Trump personally pardoned 2 of my clients, including a J6 patriot, because the president knows I fight and I don't fold. With me, there is no ambiguity, zero. I've stood with our president from the beginning. I've never wavered, I've never backed down, and I've never been anything other than MAGA and America first. My record is out there. Check it out. And it's clear, unwavering, and it's unambiguous. I've stood with our president, always. This, my friends, is our moment to send a bold America First voice to Washington. I will be honored to earn your support and serve as your next United States Senator. Thank you so much, and God bless.